But these are some things that people have been teaching me and that I have read about and that I'm learning. So, number one, how many of your neighbors have been in your house? This is something that I think about all the time. I feel like I don't carve out time. So I can say that I'm busy. We can all say that we're busy, but the truth is we just don't make time for certain things. And I've lived in my neighborhood for over 5 years. I know my neighbors, but I don't really know them, if you know what I mean. And so Brooks and I, we talk about, oh, let's have a happy hour in the driveway, or, we should have an open house and we'll let people like come in. And we're proud of what we've done. We worked really hard on our backyard and our house and things like that. And we want it to be a place where people feel welcome. And yet we haven't really used it for that. So ask yourself, how many of your neighbors have been in your house or in your yard and who really know you other than just a quick wave as you're walking to your car in the morning? Number two, scroll through your phone, look at your social media, look at photos, or if you do still happen to keep photos on your refrigerator, take a look at the photos that you have hanging there and see how many faces of different colors and different backgrounds and people who don't look like you are in the photos with you. Not just people that you follow, but people who are doing life with you. Number three, what are the books that you have read in the last 6 months? Are they from a range of topics? Who are the authors? Are you intentional about looking for different perspectives? This is something that I've been convicted of. And definitely over the last few weeks, I've tried to read more books that have been recommended to me. And I'm chiding myself because I've had these recommendations for at least months and have kind of been like, yeah, those would be good. I should definitely read those. I'm interested in learning more about people from other cultures and other backgrounds, but I just didn't make it a priority. So finally, and I'm embarrassed to say it, but I'm just going to put it out there. I've not done it. And so I'm trying to make up for that a little bit right now. But another way that you can assess if you're proactively inclusive is to think about the neighborhoods, not just where you live, but are there neighborhoods that you avoid? Are there streets? Are there stores that you don't go into for particular reasons? And it doesn't mean that any of those reasons are necessarily bad, but I think it's good for us to stop and ask ourselves, why don't we go into those stores? Why do we not drive down that street? And really consider our motives, and also consider if there are people around us, whether they're kids or others in our lives, who observe that and they know our behaviors. What are we communicating to them as well? Another way to assess this inclusivity is, are you relying on other organizations to facilitate connections or outreaches for you? For example, if you are part of a faith community like a church, are you waiting for the church to organize and to plan some kind of an outreach? I think that it's easy to want to do things in a group, but sometimes we can use that as an excuse for inactivity, for apathy. Well, I didn't know how to do this. I didn't know where to go. We have this really cool thing called the internet and Google, and you can literally find anything that you want or need. And again, I'm not pointing any fingers. All those fingers are pointing back at me because I've been doing this, and this is me convicting myself and hoping to challenge you to think a little deeper and broader in everything that you're doing. Or a school, maybe your kids are in school and you're kind of waiting to participate in an event with them. There's no reason for us to wait. There are too many people, there are too many kids who need help, and there are so many organizations that are always looking for manpower to make this happen. So don't let that be an excuse. Another way to assess this inclusivity in your own life is asking yourself, who are the people that you follow on social media? So you've already kind of looked through to see who are in the pictures with you, but who are you following? Who are the voices that you're listening to? And I think we all need to expand that list to go wider and deeper. I guess that's maybe one of my phrases for the week, to go wider and deeper. And then lastly, challenge your own assumptions. This is a really big phrase. It's a big concept, But I think we have these assumptions about different people groups. Maybe we see a person, even if it's in Southern California, you're driving pretty much anywhere and there are homeless people on the corner of any major intersection. And so immediately, what are the assumptions that pop into your head? I think we need to start thinking about that more, and instead of just letting it pass, to kind of pause and let it sink deep in our soul, like what it is, what our biases are, and why we get so judgy. And yeah, I can be super judgy and I hate that. And I think that's why I also get so critical, because I know there's that piece in me. But I hope that this list will help you become more inclusive, become more open to intentionally connecting with people who don't look like you, to shop in places that maybe you haven't shopped before, or to look for other vendors online that represent a more diverse group of business owners. So take it, enjoy it, get out there and amplify your life.